Ask Reddit by captivate. How old are you and what's your biggest problem right now? If you ever need help, then please know that there are many qualified people who would like to help you. https://www.iasp.info/resources/crisis_centers http://www.befrienders.org/ http://www.suicidepreventionleaferline.org/get help/lifeline-chat.aspects http://www.samaritans.org/how-we-can-help-you UK https://www.lifeline.org.au/get-help/AU. There are crisis services worldwide that are trained to provide support. They are designed to give temporary relief from feelings that are overwhelming you, and while they are unlikely to fix any underlying problems, can help you get through a tough hour-night week. Chat services are usually available on these sites. In the US, calling 211 or going to their website is a free referral source. They have providers who will see you regardless of your ability to pay. Just as you would see a doctor when you are sick, you deserve to take care of your mental health. I'm 40, and my mom died yesterday. I am so sorry for your loss. My dad died a month ago. I am 13. It is going to be hard, I can't lie. Sitting through the funeral with his box of ashes right there was a rough reminder that he won't be here anymore. He can't watch me grow up, go to high school, go to college, watch my recital and my plays and concerts, won't be able to watch me get married or have kids. There is a lot I am missing out on doing with him. I'm glad you had 40, hopefully, wonderful years with your mom. If you need to talk, I'm here. I'm so sorry. 55. Live alone, work 100% from home, and have no friends and family. Should be lonely. 61. Retired early. All my friends are still working and really have no time for me anymore. The only person I talk to is my husband. I'd like to have friends, but seems like everyone wants to stay away from people. You're so right. Should be lonely. 24 and just went through the most intensive year-long battle fighting stage 4B Hodgkin's lymphoma. I won. Edit. Thank you all so much for the kind words. Really does mean the world. With love, Shmeety. Edit part 2. After a quick sesh with the devil's lettuce, I came to realize that I forgot to mention I owe it all to my loving partner who helped me through all of it. Look out for the ones you love. You're a fucking boss. 62. My husband died suddenly on the 2nd of January. Now I have to figure out where my life is going. I'm so sorry. 50 years old. Stage 4 prostate cancer. Get your prostates checked. Thank you. I didn't realize there would be any response to my quick post. You are all amazing and thank you for your words. Resources. I am not expert in prostate cancer, but I have been reading and talking with quite a few who have already been through it or are currently managing it. I highly recommend that anyone 45 years old and above to get screened. Here are a few places that can help out. Know about. https://www.cdc.gov/cancer/prostate/basic_info/screening.htm https://www.reddit.com/r/prostate-cancer/ 61. F. Relationship heartache and likely to be let go at work. I'm too old for either of these when 6 years away from retirement. Christ, that's rough. I hope you're able to exit the rat race. 42 and trying to figure out which of my problems is the biggest. I'm going with finances and depression. I hear ya. Hang in there. I'm 32 and my dad died a month ago. I don't know how to exist in a world that he's not in. I miss him. I'm almost 34 and my dad died at the end of 2020. It gets easier but it will still sneak up on you sometimes. Sending you love and hugs. I'm 48 and my son is 16. He has a muscle-eating disease called muscular dystrophy and has lost the use of his legs. His arms have weakened to the point that he can barely lift a glass and he's in a wheelchair. He has an upcoming major surgery for scoliosis, caused by the disease, that will enable him completely for up to a week. He worries about it and about the disease, dying, and on top of that, he gets very depressed about not being able to do the things that other kids his age can do. I worry constantly about him, but there is nothing I can do. That's my biggest problem. He's not the problem, but the fact I can't do anything but worry. Hey there, wasn't going to say anything but thought twice. My mom has MD, she's 62. Her sounds like it is progressing much slower than your son's. MD is a tough disease but there is hope. Google BBP 418. It's the first medicine that can potentially slow or completely stop the progression. It is a really big deal in the MD community, absolute breakthrough. Don't want to give anyone false hope as it has been getting delayed for the last few years. It has given my family a tiny touch of hope, something we haven't had. I'm 60. My biggest problem is having to work 50 or 60, or more, hours a week just to keep up with the bills. Plus I have a bedridden wife with cancer and we're raising our oldest grandson. As Sergeant Murtaugh once said, I'm getting too old for this shit. Sorry, man. 37. My mother just passed away, leaving me with implied responsibility for my same-aged brother with special needs. There was no plan, despite me begging them for years to figure something out. I live 10 hours away and work full-time plus. Now I'm supposed to figure it all out. My brother is also special needs. He lives in a group home and is thriving. Your brother should have a case manager through social services for his county city. Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare pay for all of my brother's needs. He gets extra RSS from my dad who passed away at 60. Your brother should also be eligible. I honestly don't know how it all works either. I don't know my brother's case manager's name. I'm sorry you have to work through this. 78, and knowing I am terminal. I can handle it, but everybody else is in denial. I'm hearing lots of, after all, doctors don't know everything, do they? No they don't. But they do know the 5-year survival rate is 1%. Now let's all say that together boys and girls. The 5-year survival rate is 1%. I am sorry your support system is in denial and aren't there for you. Is there anyone you can talk about it with? 74 and don't really have any problems other knowing my time is limited. Don't buy any green bananas. Cause I might die before they have time to ripen. It's an old people joke. 49. I'm not interested in anything. Exactly the same. I just do not care. Like I actually do not care about anything. Mid-30s. Fighting my brain to stay alive. Just barely winning. Stay here. We are literally all on a rock flying through space. You are not doing life wrong at all. Life can be anything you want it to be. Take one small step to make your life look like you want it to. 37. I started a new job recently that I love and I'm afraid I'll lose it. Not for any reason, just because I've lost the things love so often. Now I get suspicious and anxious when things go well. I felt this comment so deeply. Best advice I can give is to just enjoy your job and learn as much as you can. Be as passionate as you can and I'm sure you'll have no reason to worry. And if the day comes where you do, you'll have learned everything you need and can find an equally or even more amazing job. Rooting for you. 31. Lost a job. Unemployment is getting dry. Cannot find new work. I went back to school at this age. It's better as an older student. 32. And my newborn daughter passed away. This is the most horrible club to be in. I am so sorry. My kiddo was 17 months and would be 6 now. We found it most helpful to just lean heavily on anyone willing to support us, and then waiting. Time just has to march along for a bit, yes, while you heal. We decided to start trying to have another fairly soon after the death, and I do not regret that. But I have some things to tell people in the same boat, if you want. Pregnancy and bereavement are sticky bedfellows. Almost 54. Money for the future, my adult children, my husband's health, anxiety and depression. 31. Grief, anxiety, money, never being able to afford a home and by extension claw my way out of poverty. I have more money now than I ever did in my life and it still won't get me anywhere. Also 31. Worked hard to get into middle class and finally made it. But now with the rising costs of everything, how expensive medical care and groceries and everything else is, I feel like I'm being pushed back into poverty. I've been having to dip into my savings. I pay a fortune for health insurance and still end up with enormous bills for necessary care for myself and my kids. I don't understand it. I don't understand how my husband and I both pay out the ass to be dual insured and still end up paying thousands of dollars for our son to get speech therapy, or for me to have chronic health conditions taken care of. I am also feeling like having more money now isn't getting me anywhere. I feel like giving up. I'm frugal. We never go out to eat. We drive old cars. We work full time. But I feel like no matter what we do, we are slowly doing worse, not better. What else am I supposed to do? Tell my kids we can't afford their piano lessons, that they love, anymore? Work second jobs? With what time? 31 and I'm skint with no friends and nothing to look forward to. Skint. Adjective, of a person, having little or no money available. I'm a bit skint just now. 40s and I drink too much and need to lose weight. I only drank 3 times in February and I've increased my daily walks so I'm working on it. Hell yeah, good job. 32. The job I was hired at still hasn't given me a start date. And my saved money is really starting to run thin. Dude, that's exactly why temp agencies exist, lol. You may not like chucking boxes for $16 per hour, but they all pay weekly and it's money in your pocket till you start work. 29. All my bills are going up, but my paycheck is not. I feel this in my soul. I had the same salary between 2019 and 2022 and I just kept getting poorer and poorer, as the buying power of my salary dramatically decreased. In 2023 I got a $10k raise, from getting a new job with 1000% more stress and responsibility. However, I only feel slightly better off than I was at the beginning of 2019. It's incredibly depressing. This thread is oddly beautiful. A reminder that none of us are alone and everyone has problems. I think so too. I meant to post my own problem but while reading others and praying for them I've forgotten mine. 46. My kids won't stop getting sick. They are missing so much school. It's like their bodies have decided to just alternate weeks with different respiratory viruses. Same here. Sleep about 2-3 hours a night. BC my wife and I take shifts holding the 8-month-old up to sleep because she drowns in snot laying down. Have been like this since October. Had like a week break in December. My 6-year-old keeps bringing shit from school. It's never ending. 30 and saving for a house. It seems impossible, even on 2 incomes. Edit, not in us but appreciate those who have given advices. Also, the amount of people in the same boat as me is extremely depressing. Something has to change. 33 and same. I make pretty decent money but still have trouble saving after I pay rent. 36. My dad is at a rest home in the late stages of dementia. It hurts my soul to live with this. 36. Putting dog to rest today due to lymphoma. Edit. Thank you all. He's in peace now. Please give your pets the biggest hugs. I'm 42 and have terminal cancer. I've been in continuous treatment for almost 6 years. My biggest problem is that cancer treatment is freaking expensive. I did everything right and it still all went wrong. I have 3 degrees. I had a decent job. I had a retirement account. I had an emergency fund better than most my age. I've spent all my savings. I've exhausted my resources. I don't make enough on disability to stay afloat. My credit score dropped 100 points from losing my job because my debt to income ratio changed. I never paid a bill late though. I have a house payment. I have kids to raise. I'm sinking. No. Drowning. Credit cards are maxed out with co-pays and fuel for the 5-hour round trip to treatments. My house needs repairs but I have nothing left. I'm one vehicle breakdown from financial ruin. When my car dies I won't be able to buy another, which will result in me losing. And all I want to do is be here a little longer because I love my kids so dearly and they still need me. I can't let go because they need me. It was never supposed to be like this. I did everything right but it was all stripped from me with a diagnosis. I've watched my world crumble while I fought to stay alive. They still need me. 31, and just about everything in my life. 56, and I've never upvoted so many comments in one thread. Hang in there everyone. 74. My mobility is impaired due to back pain. It's hard for me to go up my stairs and hard for me to walk very far. 22, and I'm struggling to find the will to live. 22. Figuring my future out. Same. I'm 20 and have no idea what I want to do and how. All the jobs I ever wanted are low income ones and the other jobs I want are extremely difficult to learn and do. It's stressing. I also don't plan on getting married or having kids at the moment and I'm scared to imagine how I'll live till old age, but I also don't want to get married or have kids just so someone can bring me a cup of water when I'm not able to. Thinking about future instantly makes me depressed, but I have to think about it right now or else I will be stuck on my shitty low income jobs for another decade and then regret not figuring shit out sooner. Thanks for listening to my rant. Have a nice day. 32. Being content with what I have. I'm 27 but I wanted to comment because I really relate to this. I don't have a perfect life, but it could also be a lot worse. And I wish I could stop always feeling like what I have isn't enough. It's good to have goals and dreams and things to aspire to, but I don't want to spend years of my life just postponing happiness or feeling like a failure because I haven't achieved those dreams yet. 62, and I'm not sure if it's a fart or not. It is not. Source: another 62-year-old. I'm 23. I can't afford a decent life despite having 2 jobs. I can't wear what I want or drink what I want or to do what I want because of my religious dictatorship of a government. My passport is one of the lowest ranked ones, so traveling is almost impossible, and even if it wasn't because of the passport our national money is shit, so that's that. Girls in my country are being poisoned in schools daily by our government. 300 schools today only, and people are being arrested and killed in the streets for protesting. I am Iranian BTW, look up our situation and help us please. My husband is Iranian and we talk to his family whenever they get decent signal. I hope you can find a way to get out of your country. Student visa perhaps? My mom died last month from a stray bullet in front of me and I am not doing well. I'm 31, unemployed and having to pick up my life when I would rather just give up. 25. Crohn's disease. 58. Doing my best to stay active and healthy. 56. Money. 60. The problem is that I'm not 26. I'm 26 and dealing with crippling back pain. 60 is gonna be fun for me lol. 33 and my biggest problem right now is to accomplish the demanded requirements for my new job. This is mine too, but I'm only 32. Everything is perfect but now I have a pressure to keep it perfect. Good luck to you. Early 40s. I'm working on my mental health and working through a bunch of shit I didn't know I was still carrying. 30 and my biggest problem RN is that I'm starting over again in my career. It's depressing. I started over at 57. Had to reinvent myself, looks have faded and tech skills rusty but I'm determined. I'm 68 years old. And I'm 68 years old. 69 here. A bright spot is that next year you get to be 69. I'm kind of enjoying it myself. I'm 53. I hope I don't come off like a dick because I mean it sincerely. Reading these comments reminds me of everything I have to be grateful for. 19 YO, and struggling to find something that makes me feel fulfilled or gives me meaning. I started a new, job at a large company in the field that I studied in. I was contributing something decent to society, and I thought it would make me feel good or fulfilled like I had a purpose I guess, but I feel the same and I feel more lost than I ever have. Find some hobbies. Not every job will be fulfilling but hobbies can give you that sense of purpose in life.